This is the 5th time in succession that you've won that medal, and now it becomes permanent.
You mean it's mine now to keep?
Yes, and moreover, you're entitled to double credit, because Doc Jones was only 1 point behind you.
Well, I guess I deserve it all right. I've worked hard. As a matter of fact, I've burned 5 gallons of midnight oil. Well, it's a beauty.
Say, when is the doctor going to see me?
Just be patient. He'll see you in a few minutes.
Few minutes? Why, I've been here 20 minutes already.
Oh, I'm sure he'll see you any minute now.
And don't forget this, when he does see me, I'm going to report you.
For what?
For what? Why, for saying you thought I was crazy.
I said that?
Why, certainly you said it. Don't you remember a few minutes ago when everything seemed to come to a sudden stop? And I said, look how sick I am. And you said, you're not sick. You were touched in the head.
Why, I didn't say anything of the kind.
Well, you certainly did. You said I was cuckoo, and I'm not cuckoo, madam. I'm not cuckoo. I'm sick. I'm telling you, I'm sick. You were sitting there, and I was standing here. You said, you're cuckoo.
Doctor, may I see you a moment?
Why, what is it?
I do wish you'd see that nervous gentleman.
Why, what seems to be the matter?
Well, he seems to be having hallucinations. He swears that he and I had a conversation. Something about him being crazy. When I know I didn't say a word to him except good morning and be seated.
Oh. Tell him I'll see him in a minute.
Hurry, please. He'll see you soon.
That's not soon enough.
Yes, I know I will. Yes, I will.
Doctor, I have to see you at once. But he's the doctor. Doctor, I have to see you at once.
Why, certainly. Why, yes. Would you have a seat over here, please? Just sit down. Now, my boy, what seems to be the matter?
Well, doctor, did you ever own a watch that would run fine for a while and then stop and then start up again suddenly?
Why, I've never heard of a thing like this. In fact, I don't understand what you mean. Explain yourself a little more clearly.
All right, doctor. Well, now, for instance, the first time I noticed this was about 6 months ago. I was walking down the street when all of a sudden the world seemed to come to a sudden stop. Everything about me was absolutely still. It only lasted for a moment or two. Then when it started up again, I wasn't quite sure whether it actually happened or I just imagined it. And since that time, doctor, these attacks have been coming on more frequently. As a matter of fact, I feel as though it's changing my whole life.
Well, from what I can observe, it's only a quirk of the imagination. You should dismiss it. Get your mind on something else. Now, here, have a cigar. Catch.
There you are, Doc. It's happened again.
What's happened again?
Why, everything has stopped. That cigar is right in the air between the two of us.
Well, that's all right. You can catch it when it gets there.
Now, Doctor, didn't you notice that?
I didn't notice anything.
Didn't you notice that cigar stop in the air between us, and you told me to be patient and wait till it got here so I could catch it?
I said that?
I certainly you said it.
I did not.
Well, you did, too.
I beg your pardon. What? Now, listen, my boy. A moment ago, you said this was affecting your whole life. Now, what do you mean?
Well, Doctor, you see, shortly after these attacks first started, I accidentally met a beautiful girl. A total stranger. Gee, you're pretty. What's your name?
Drop over to the house tomorrow afternoon and I'll tell you.
Oh, pardon me.
1765 North Sycamore.
Oh, I wonder who that can be.
Yes, what is it?
Well, here I am, right on time.
But who are those for?
Well, they're for you.
Oh, but I didn't order any candy or flowers. Where do you work, at the drugstore?
Work?
No, I work at the gas house. I read meters.
Oh, I see. Well, the meter's right around the corner into the house.
Well, I don't want to read it now.
Well, then what do you want?
Well, I just want to give you these things.
Oh, a present from the gas company?
Oh, they're from me.
But why?
Well, you were nice enough to tell me I could call, so I just sort of brought them to you.
Well, I'm sorry, but you must have made a mistake. Well, of all the nerve.
You sure you haven't met him before?
Why, no, I never met him. Wait a minute.
By any chance, have you a sister?
No, I haven't any sister, and I haven't any girlfriends. Now, will you please go away?
Now, listen here, young fella. You know there's a law against this sort of thing.
What sort of thing?
Making a public nuisance out of yourself. Now, beat it.
Say, do you know who you're talking to?
No, but if you don't go away, I'm going to give you a good punch in the nose.
You'll punch who in the nose?
I'll punch you in the nose. Come here. So you're trying to force your way into the house, huh?
What do you
I'll
mean?
fix you.
What? Come on.
Gee, I'm awfully sorry that happened, but that's the fellow I'm engaged to.
Well, this is a fine time to be telling me.
Well, stick around for a while, and I'll try to get rid of him.
Okay. I'll wait for you to give me the high sign.
Huh.
What was that he said about a high sign?
Well, I don't know.
You know, I'm beginning to think there's something more to this than what appears on the surface.
What do you mean? Are you accusing me?
Well, how did he get your address?
Oh, you don't trust me. Well, if that's the way you feel about it, the engagement's off.
Yes. Well, so is the ring.
Oh. And if you ever try to come back in this house, I'll punch you in the nose.
Goodbye.
Oh, dear. Oh, this is terrible. What'll I do? What'll I do?
I have a suggestion. Put on your hat and we'll go for a ride.
Well, of all things.
Will you? Now, what do you think of that?
Well, did she go with you?
Oh, sure.
Well, I don't see what you're kicking about.
Well, you don't understand, Doctor. You see, we were going together for about 3 months when one day we decided to go down to Oceanside Park. And, of course, having decided, why, that's where we went. Here we are. Gee, I'm sorry I kept you waiting, dear.
What do you mean kept me waiting?
Well, when I was getting out of the car there, I stopped.
Now, don't tell me you're going to have another one of those spells.
Well, didn't I stop with it?
Oh, look, there's Harold.
Oh, so that's why you dragged me down here today, huh?
Now, you know very well I haven't seen him since the day I punched you on the nose, remember?
How could I forget it?
Come on, let's go over and see him.
All right.
Come on. Hello, Harold.
Well, hello, Joyce. How are you?
Hi.
Hello. Say, we're just going in the fun house. Won't you join me?
Oh, I'd love to.
That's fine. 2, please.
1. Okay. Ready?
Let's go. You know, it would be swell if you could break off your engagement to this sap.
Say, what was that last remark?
What remark?
Why about Joyce breaking off her engagement to me?
I don't know what you're talking about, but it's a great idea.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, if this doesn't stop, I'm going home. Now, come on, you two boys, shake hands. Oh, that's fine. Oh, look, let's go in that thing.
All right, well, come on.
Say, listen, honey, I'm a little afraid to go on this thing in my condition, you know.
Oh, all right, then Harold and I will go. Oh, and listen, while we're on, will you get us an ice cream cone?
Sure.
All right, go on, Harold.
3 ice cream cones, please.
Yes, sir. Oh, say, mister.
Yeah?
What about that one? Is that one anything?
Well, you are sure lucky.
Am I?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I win that?
Yep.
Say, that's swell. Thanks. Say, why don't you two snap out of it? You look positively ridiculous.
If you think we look ridiculous, look at that couple over there.
Well, maybe they're married.
Well, that's more than we'll ever be. Help!
Oh, thanks.
What's the matter with you?
Well, I heard that last remark.
What remark?
About you and I not getting married.
Oh, Charlie, please be reasonable.
Oh, why don't you give him his fare and send him home?
Say, listen, that'll be enough out of you.
What?
Yeah, you heard me.
Get out of
Now,
here,
you
you what?
boys, stop this arguing. Now, shake hands.
Well,
Come on now.
Oh.
say, listen, that's the first good thing that's happened to me today. No, it isn't. It's the second. Look what I won on the punch board.
So, that's your little game, eh? Pulling a gun on me. Why, you scarecrow, you wouldn't dare shoot. You're too yellow.
So I'm yellow, am I? I haven't got the nerve to pull the trigger. How do you know I haven't?
Oh, Charlie, don't do that. Wait a minute, Charlie. Charlie, wait a minute. Come on.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
I'm not going to shoot you, fathead.
Here, take your old gun. You certainly have made a fool of yourself. You'll spoil my whole day. Harold, would you please take me home?
It'd be a pleasure.
Wait a minute. If you leave me now, it'll be for good.
Good.
There. So you see, Doctor, this is a pretty serious matter.
Oh, it's not as serious as it might have been. Suppose it had been a real gun.
Yeah, that's right. But, Doctor, isn't there something you can do about it?
Have you ever been to another doctor?
Yes, I was to another doctor once.
I'm very sorry, my boy. Medical science can offer you no help.
Then, Doctor, you mean to say that there's no cure for this terrible affliction?
Cure for it? We don't even know the name of it.
Then, Doctor, I'm going to end it all. Hey, wait a minute, don't.
Goodbye, Charlie. Happy landing.
Harold. Doctor, I changed my mind.
Oh! You changed your mind?
Why, certainly. Why should I give him that kind of a break? Now, Doctor, please don't tell me there isn't something you can give me for this.
Yes, there is something I can give you.
Well, so that's the way you feel about it, eh?
Oh, now, just a moment. I didn't mean it. Now, after all, there was no offense meant, I can assure you.
Doctor, it happened.
What happened?
I'm the father of twins.
See you later, Doc.